You are not imagining this energy. The sky is screaming, and the cosmos is charged with a friction that slices through the veil like lightning through still air. From August 1st to August 5th, you are walking into a cosmic clash, a rare celestial crucible where planetary forces will test your alignment, your patience, and your integrity. This is a volatile window drenched in karmic pressure and ancestral echoes. Mars, the planet of war, is igniting opposition aspects that trigger rage, impulsiveness, and reckless action. Mercury slows down in its pre-retrograde shadow, tangling communication and thought patterns in webs of distortion. The moon, that tender keeper of emotion, activates old wounds like pressure points in the soul. This is not a time to act on ego or seek validation in chaos. You are entering a timeline checkpoint, a phase where your choices will either collapse karmic loops or deepen them. You are not here to play small. You are here to move with reverence. This 5-day portal is sacred and dangerous. Sacred because it is dripping with transformation. Dangerous because it's charged with interference. August 1st to 5th is not punishment, it's preparation. But make no mistake, interference will come dressed as temptation. You'll be pulled toward things you swore you left behind. You'll hear the voices of your past whispering old songs through new faces. Triggers will flash like warning lights. People from your past may appear like ghosts, testing your boundaries. Don't get sentimental, get sovereign. The spiritual field is volatile, and every interaction is loaded. You're not being asked to fight, you're being asked to discern. This is not the time to prove your growth. It's the time to embody it. If you move unconsciously, the cost will be time, peace, and sacred alignment. We are under the influence of a Mars and Neptune opposition, one of the most spiritually deceptive aspects in astrology. This creates a fog of impulsive action and illusion, like a soldier fighting shadows, unsure of the enemy, unsure of themselves. Mars wants to act now. Neptune wants to dissolve truth into fantasy. Together, they stir confusion, misdirected rage, and spiritual exhaustion. You may feel an urgency to fix, to act, to confront, but be warned. This is not true urgency. It's distortion. Under this transit, you could think you're setting boundaries when you're really projecting old pain. You could believe you're channeling spirit when you're actually channeling fear. Slow down. Every sword swung blindly becomes a karmic boomerang. This is not a battle to win, it's a lesson to witness. Mercury, our planetary messenger, is in its pre-shadow, distorting the airwaves of communication, memory, and perception. What you think you understand, you don't. What you assume is obvious, isn't. Words become weapons if spoken in haste. Agreements made now may unravel later. Contracts, conversations, and confessions during this window carry energetic, static. Mercury wants you to rethink, not initiate. If you rush to make decisions, you could be locking yourself into outdated timelines. The lesson here: pause before you speak. Wait before you act. Let the truth reveal itself without interference. The wrong move right now isn't just a mistake. It's a detour that could delay your evolution. And then there's the moon, the great emotional amplifier. She will move through sensitive zones, triggering inner wounds that demand your presence, not your panic. Old grief may rise without warning. Unhealed abandonment, ancestral trauma, and dormant anger may surface in waves. Don't run, don't react, don't distract yourself with noise. This is sacred data rising to be seen, felt, and released, not recycled. From August 1st to 5th, emotional intelligence is your anchor. Don't ask why you feel so much. Ask what your soul is showing you through it. The moon is not your enemy. She is your teacher, but only if you are willing to sit in the silence without numbing. This is the first commandment of this portal. Do not make impulsive decisions. Mars, the planet of action, is hot-headed right now, and if you act from reaction, you are walking straight into a karmic trap. That text you want to send, that bridge you're ready to burn, that move you feel pushed to make just to prove a point. Stop, breathe, wait. The urgency you feel is not divine, it's a test. Spirit is watching how you respond under pressure. Will you lash out or will you listen inward? This is not the time to shift careers, move cities, end relationships, or start new ones. The fire is false. The timing is off. Let the heat pass before you decide. The cost of impulsivity is timeline detour. Trust what's for you will remain. What's trying to leave, let it, but do not chase, do not force, and do not leap without grounding. Wounds are not weapons, but from August 1st to 5th, the temptation to use your pain as proof will be loud. You'll want to say, "See, look what you did to me." You'll want someone to hurt like you did. Don't go there. That's a trap. Reopening old wounds to justify your rage or prove a moral high ground will only reactivate karmic loops you worked so hard to escape. Mars stirs the past. The moon will illuminate emotional echoes, but it's your job to hold the lesson, not the drama. You are not here to teach others through punishment. You are here to liberate yourself through compassion. If the pain resurfaces, feel it, but don't weaponize it. That's not power. That's delay. Your body is not random. Your body is an oracle. During this portal, your nervous system will be the first to detect energetic interference. That tight chest, that sudden fatigue, that gut twist when someone texts you, it's all intel. Don't brush it off. The mind will lie. The ego will rationalize. But the body knows. Don't ignore its wisdom. If you feel drained around someone, believe it. If your stomach knots before a decision, wait. Your body is your ally, your compass, your sacred map. During these 5 days, treat it like a temple. Hydrate, rest, breathe deep, fast from chaos. The more regulated your body, the clearer your intuition. Disregarding your physical cues during this time can lead you into energetic traps disguised as opportunities. This is not a good vibes only portal. This is a portal of truth. And the truth, it's messy. It's raw, it's uncomfortable. Do not cloak your fear in affirmations. Do not silence your anger under the guise of being high vibrational. That's not ascension, that's avoidance. The cosmos is not asking you to be perfect. It's asking you to be present. Real healing requires honesty. Spiritual bypassing during this window will backfire. You'll suppress emotions that then erupt later in distorted ways. You'll miss lessons that were meant to evolve you. Light is powerful, but so is shadow. And right now, your shadow is speaking. Don't drown it in light. Sit with it. Ask it what it needs. That's where your liberation begins. Psychic channels will be wide open during this window, but that doesn't mean everything you receive is truth. Neptune's fog is thick, and Mercury's shadow is confusing. You may have dreams, visions, or downloads that feel divine, but they could be emotional projections, fears, or even interference from unhealed energies. Not every message is sacred. Some are ego, some are tests. Some are echoes of your own unmet needs. Don't act on intuitive hits without grounding them in clarity. Journal them. Sit with them. Wait, let truth reveal itself over time. Acting too fast on psychic intel can create energetic chaos. This is not a time to be a messenger. This is a time to be a filter. Let spirit speak, but also let discernment lead. There will be a magnetic pull, a whisper from the past, asking you to reopen closed doors. But hear this clearly. What spirit removed was not a mistake. Whether it was a friend, a lover, a mentor, or a version of yourself. If it exited your life in alignment, it must stay gone. Mars triggers longing. Neptune sends illusions of old harmony. Mercury's shadow distorts memories into false nostalgia. You'll remember only the good parts. You'll crave what was familiar, but familiarity is not alignment. This window is infamous for karmic tests, masquerading as reconciliation. Don't fall for it. If someone reappears between August 1st to 5th, pause. Ask, is this from spirit or is this from shadow? 9 times out of 10, it's a test. This is especially true for toxic exes, energy vampires, and people you already grieved. Don't confuse a soul tie with a soul contract. Just because you feel them doesn't mean you need to reach out. This is not a time for reconnection. It's a time for reinforcement. What you're building cannot hold old bricks. The energy between August 1st and 5th is not for output, it's for observation. This is a time when forcing desires can backfire spectacularly. You might feel urgency to launch, to declare, to manifest that one big thing. But when Mars clashes with Neptune and Mercury is unstable, manifestation energy gets scrambled. You may think you're attracting something aligned when you're actually drawing in distortion. Manifestation right now is like yelling into a storm. The winds will twist your words. Spirit is not ignoring you. It's asking you to refine, to clear, to align. The law of attraction works best when the internal field is still, not frantic. This portal is about clearing karmic debris and grounding vision, not pushing for results. Don't burn yourself out casting spells or affirmations from a place of lack. Instead, seed intention in stillness. Let the universe do its part without your fear micromanaging it. Your intuition will speak quieter during this portal, but it will speak sharper. You won't get booming signs or obvious synchronicities. You'll get flickers, a shift in tone, a glance that doesn't match the words, a gut feeling that doesn't make logical sense. And this is where many fail the test. They ignore it. They override their inner knowing in the name of politeness, doubt, or ego. Don't do that. August 1st to 5th is a karmic landmine for those who betray their intuition to maintain comfort. If something feels off, it is. If someone says all the right things, but your spirit recoils, believe the recoil. Don't ask spirit to scream what your soul already whispered. When you ignore intuitive warnings, you invite energetic contracts that drain your light. This is not about paranoia. It's about discernment. There are beings, frequencies, even people who feed on your self-abandonment. Don't let politeness be your downfall. Your no is sacred. Honor it. This one may hit deep. Peace that costs your truth is a prison, not a virtue. From August 1st to 5th, the cosmos is highlighting your throat chakra, your expression, your boundaries, your sacred fire. And if you silence yourself to keep others comfortable, you build karmic debt. You create imbalance in the energetic field. You shrink the light you were sent to expand. Mars will make you want to explode. Neptune will tempt you to dissolve. But the mastery, it's in clear, aligned expression, not lashing out, not disappearing, but speaking your truth with love, with fire, with no apology. If someone crosses a line, say it. If your heart aches from silence, break it. This is not a time for peacekeeping masks. It's a time for sacred honesty. Every time you swallow truth for harmony, you fracture your own frequency. And that costs more than any external conflict ever could. If you've made it this far, know this: you are not being called to fear these energies. You are being called to master them. You've just crossed through the warnings, the sacred do nots, and now we shift. We step into what it takes to move through August 1st to 5th with integrity, clarity, and spiritual authority. This isn't about being perfect, it's about being present. Each alignment practice I'm about to share is a tool, a key to help you walk through this fire without getting scorched. These are not tips, they are transmissions. Use them like rituals. Integrate them like codes. The next 5 paragraphs are your shield, your anchor, your spiritual armor. Receive them with reverence. You cannot ride these waves without roots. During this volatile window, grounding is your lifeline, and no scrolling your feed is not grounding. Numbing is not grounding. Grounding is presence, breath, earth, simplicity. Take your shoes off and place your feet on real soil. Sit in stillness with your spine upright. Visualize roots from your tailbone anchoring deep into the core of the earth. Eat grounding foods, root vegetables, warm broths, dark greens. Turn off your phone for an hour and listen to your body. When energy gets turbulent, your root chakra will start spinning fast, trying to compensate. Slow it down, anchor it. Remember, if you don't ground, you float. And floating in this energy is dangerous. That's how you attract ungrounded beings, false downloads, and nervous system crashes. Be here in your body, on this earth. That's the magic. Spiritual hygiene is not extra, it's essential. From August 1st to 5th, your aura will absorb energy like a sponge from people, media, old cords, even collective fear. You must cleanse daily. Salt baths, smudging, sound bowls, cold water. Breathwork visualizations of golden light flooding through your field, burning off debris. Protect your crown. Protect your solar plexus. Cloak yourself in intention before you step outside. Words carry energy. So does silence. So does that phone call you don't want to answer. Spiritual shielding is not paranoia, it's maintenance. Just like brushing your teeth, cleanse your aura. Otherwise, you'll find yourself reacting from energy that isn't even yours. Sovereignty begins with separation from the static dot. In a world addicted to noise, silence is sacred rebellion. August 1st to 5th is not the time for oversharing, over-explaining, or performing clarity you don't yet have. This is the time to pause, to listen, to let things unfold before reacting. Your mind may demand answers, but the soul thrives in the unknown. This week is not about solving, it's about sensing. Give yourself permission to be quiet, to retreat, to process without pressure. When Mercury's shadow warps perception, silence becomes the filter. Every great mystic, every great seer knew this truth. Revelation comes in the stillness. Don't confuse absence with avoidance. Don't confuse rest with weakness. Your silence is your sanctuary. Don't waste it on old karma. Linear thinking will fail you here. Spirit doesn't operate in calendars and clocks. And August 1st to 5th is the perfect storm for timeline control issues to rise. You may feel delays, blockages, stagnation. It's not sabotage, it's divine redirection. Surrender your obsession with when. Let go of how long it's taken. The spiral path is the real path. You return to old themes, not to regress, but to master them at a higher octave. If something isn't happening now, it's not time. Trust that. You cannot manipulate a quantum upgrade through force. You must flow. Let your manifestations breathe. Let the universe rearrange things on your behalf. Some blessings come disguised as blocks. The longer you resist, the longer you wait. Don't delay yourself through doubt. Let the spiral spin. Let the divine lead. The final alignment practice is this. Transmute through expression. If you feel overwhelmed, don't lash out. Don't collapse. Write. Let it move through pen, not panic. Journal, channel, sing, paint. Move it through your body. You're not meant to hold this density. You're meant to alchemize it. Especially now. From August 1st to 5th, reactive energy is explosive, but creative energy is expansive. There's a difference between reacting to pain and releasing it. Reactions create cycles. Expression ends them. So when the storm rises, grab your journal. When the doubt creeps in, speak to your guides. When the sadness visits, write it a letter and burn it. This is how you become the mystic, not the victim. This is how you reclaim power without retaliation. Turn pain into prophecy. This isn't the time to explain your spiritual process to anyone who hasn't earned that access. August 1st to 5th will tempt you to perform your healing, to post about it, to prove it, to validate your growth through visibility. But real healing doesn't need an audience. It needs containment. This is a sacred womb space of transformation. Not everyone deserves to witness your metamorphosis while you're still mid-cocoon. Your vision is in its seedling phase and fragile. Share it too early, and others' projections may root into it like weeds. Protect your sacred work. Guard your dreams like holy fire. Speak only when your inner temple says yes, because this portal is not about attention, it's about alignment. Don't dilute your magic for mass approval. Don't open your energy field for consumption. This is private alchemy. Let it stay sacred. Every astrological storm brings choice, react, or rise. These 5 days are not chaos for chaos' sake. They're a mirror. The universe is showing you what still triggers you, what still controls you, what you still cling to in fear. Can you hold duality without drowning in it? Can you face distortion without becoming it? That's energetic maturity. And this portal is a test of exactly that. It's easy to claim healing when life is smooth. But can you embody your evolution when the pressure hits? That's the real initiation. You're not being punished. You're being invited to become who you said you were. So when the old emotion arises, breathe. When the old person calls, pause. When the storm surrounds you, anchor. This is not a war. This is a refinement. The version of you on the other side of this week. Elevated, sharper, untouchable. Repeat this like a mantra if you must. You are not late. You are not lost. You are not behind. What you are is in spiritual calibration. August 1st to 5th will warp time perception. You'll feel behind, off track, uncertain. That's not reality. That's energetic static. The universe is rearranging people, timelines, and opportunities in ways your mind can't compute yet. If it feels like nothing's happening, look deeper. The real shifts are underground. The roots are expanding. The codes are landing. The silence is sacred preparation. Do not mistake this pause for regression. The seed breaks open in darkness before it ever blooms. So if it feels like you're unraveling, you are. But only to reveal what's truer. Trust that. Trust yourself. Trust the divine sequence. You are exactly where you're meant to be, becoming exactly who you're meant to become. Let the light come to you. Stop chasing clarity like prey. Stop running toward answers with clenched fists. From August 1st to 5th, you are being asked to surrender the search and become the signal. That means stillness. That means trust. That means knowing. You are magnetic without manipulation. You don't manifest light by hunting it. You become it by remembering you are it. This window isn't asking you to push harder. It's asking you to root deeper. Get quiet. Let spirit surprise you. Let timelines unravel in divine rhythm. Let the mystery do its sacred work. The more you soften, the more truth arrives. The more you trust, the faster it aligns. Your power right now isn't in motion. It's in magnetism. Let the light find you, not through force, but through faith. You are not here to panic under pressure. You are here to pass the test with soul authority. August 1st to 5th is not punishment, it is prophecy. It is the moment before breakthrough. It is the heat before the birth. These 5 days are designed to reveal your alignment, not to break you, but to bless you through challenge. If you hold your center, if you speak your truth, if you resist the urge to return to old versions of yourself, the portal will open. You will not be the same after this. You will be clearer, stronger, sharper, sovereign. Let the distractions fall. Let the illusions dissolve. Let the false timelines collapse. You are not too sensitive. You are tuned in. You are not overreacting. You are awakening. When others spiral, you will stand. When fear rises, you will breathe. Because you are not ordinary. You are chosen. You came here for this. And if you hold your power now, the portal will open. If you're still here, still breathing through the intensity, still receiving these transmissions, then hear this clearly. You are not weak for feeling the weight of this moment. You are sensitive because you're spiritually tuned. You are exhausted because your soul has been working overtime in realms beyond this one. You are emotional because your body is transmuting centuries of ancestral stories in just a few days. And that makes you powerful. These transits, this planetary pressure from August 1st to 5th, they aren't here to destroy you. They are here to unearth you, to strip away what is no longer real, so that your highest truth can rise. The tension is intelligence. The delay is design. The trigger is treasure. If you're willing to see it that way, you were not sent here to bypass your way through this energy. You were sent to master it, to alchemize it, to let the fire of this week burn away what no longer belongs to the next version of you. That the portals that test you the hardest are the ones that hold your biggest upgrades. But here's the sacred paradox. You only pass through by standing still, by being present, by honoring your truth even when it's shaken, by pausing when you want to run, by choosing not to repeat karmic cycles, even if your ego begs you to. This is the real work, the invisible work, the work that doesn't earn applause, but shifts timelines. You don't need to do this perfectly. You only need to do it consciously. So as you move through this sacred storm, let the warnings we shared anchor you. Let the don'ts become your spiritual armor. Let the alignment practices become your daily ritual. You don't need to fix everything. Right now, you don't need to have all the answers. You only need to stay with yourself, to breathe when it hurts, to pause when it's loud, to remember that every energetic test is a Are you still choosing your higher self, even now? And if the answer is yes, even a trembling yes, you are already passing. These 5 days will not define you, but they will refine you. So protect your energy, walk like a portal, speak like a spell, guard your peace like treasure, and don't forget, your alignment is your protection. Your discernment is your sword, and your stillness, that's your superpower. I see you. I honor your sensitivity. I trust your path. And when this window closes, when the stars realign and the sky exhales, may you look back and say, I didn't just